don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Heavy lay, waist snatch. Back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Breida. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll toss it to Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone!
Now Beathard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. To throw is Beathard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Check green 90, green 80.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Rivers now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39!
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. following the interception here. Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Beathard to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw Beathard. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph with the Browns. They beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi.
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby there at Green Bay? No one could have a career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, real quick.
Yeah,
that kick Greg Joseph made,
that was a Phil Necro knuckleball.
Should it have even counted?
Yeah, it should have counted. And the Browns, I feel like they deserve that after some of the tough luck they've had.
Good point.
Beathard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Delta! White!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A second down throw for Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but felt incomplete.
Let's go. Load it. Load it. 12. Stay there.
On third down, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Beathard. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up.
You're down.
Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity.
Second down, Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Rivers to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. But they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over go in the first half of play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Set, black 15. White. Buffalo Wolf. 12.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 380. On 4. Hey, 79. 79.
Throwing again. Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 31 yards there and a first down.
Here you go, man.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
390, 380.
On third down, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How many times have we seen this? Rivers to Gates on third down to keep the Charger drive alive. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw on third down, Rivers eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin the drive with Breda. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4, none.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Good. Round 80. Load it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Breida, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run again with Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now Beathard. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll throw here. Beathard. And no, it's incomplete. The strong safety, Jaleel Adai, right there in coverage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He'll get it up the middle. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Ready, 380.
Now Rivers, that's caught at the 2, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green from 3 yards out, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Beathard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Back to throw Beathard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Beathard and the offense come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Beathard to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They run with Breida, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Beathard to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The strong safety, Jaleel Adai, right there in coverage.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Beathard. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot.